Mike Martins here with the Mike Martins channel and my squeaky chair, broadcasting from the Merritt Toys and Games in downtown Merritt, British Columbia. And I welcome everyone. I bid you all good morning, good evening, and good night, wherever you be watching this transmission. Yes, thanks for joining us, folks. Thanks for being part of this little live stream I'm going to throw up. I try to do it on Friday mornings to get you guys up early. We got Search for the Truth in the house. Good morning. Good to see you. It is Friday morning. And yeah, we got people commenting, but nobody viewing, which is really weird with YouTube. And it's I don't know what it's doing. Nobody knows what this platform is doing. No one knows like what the rules changes. We got Dolores Gray from Toronto. How you doing? Good to have you on. Some morning coffee. I guess morning coffee with Mike. But I got something I want to talk about. So let's get into a little bit of an intro spiel here. Happy Friday. Yeah. Oh yeah. I took that from BK Walker, BT Walker, BT Walker. Look him up, BT Walker. Happy Friday from New York Public Television, New York Public Broadcasting Television from 1985. All right, I'm viewing Mike. Disregard the YouTube screwed numbers. Yeah, don't worry. I know. All right, guys. So Mike in the Night is up and ready to go for tomorrow night, 477. Let's Fix This World Solution Call-In show. We need to start doing more solution call-ins, so hopefully bigger channels could take some of these ideas and run with them, and hopefully get the word out, and we could spread some positive and good ideas. Peaceful assembly, discussions, ratification of laws that were put in to disenfranchise people, like the IRS. The IRS is basically been that the whole thing about hiring so many IRS agents we covered here on the show, I don't know, 3 months ago, that's been nullified and done with. So they got rid of that. So hopefully there could be something that could be done to preserve or at least leave us alone and let us live our lives, right? So we got Heisa says in the comments asking if I will be getting a government job. Of course not. All right, Mike in the Night. Guys, tomorrow night, 477, Let's Fix the World Solution Call-In show. Let's start talking about fixing this so we don't end up seeing this on our horizon. And I hope I'm dead wrong about all this stuff. Last night I was on Uneducated Economist, and he wants to get the video ready to put up. He said it should be launched on Sunday, so he's very excited about launching the video we made together. I was on his channel, Uneducated Economist. I was a guest on his channel, and he's doing well. He's doing really good, and it's good to catch up with Simon. And we'll be seeing him more on Mike in the Night with more political discussion and talks on the American side of things, right? And I want to talk about this because this is a very major, big, huge problem. Nearly 9 out of 10 Canada jobs created in 2020 and 2021 were public sector, says report. Yes, and I've been talking about how government is growing, and it's growing badly, right? So Fraser Institute study found almost no growth in private sector jobs during the government employment amounting for nearly 90% of all new jobs. And this is from last year, so it's a little bit dated, but I wanted to put this out there because Canada is become completely unrecognizable now in what's happening with this government. After Canada experienced record-breaking jobs growth last year, as the economy rebounded from and lockdowns, a new report finds that the biggest driver of employment during the pandemic was hiring public sector, not private sector. And we've been very, very vocal about public versus private sector, working to disarm private sector tonight on Mike of the Night, more gun grabs. Death to the private sector. Ford layoffs in Oakville, Ontario say hello to federalization 3 years ago. Now, what's kind of funny about this Ford plant, correct me if I'm wrong, okay? This Ford plant now is becoming federalized, okay? I'm thinking it's the right one in Oakville, Ontario, to make electric cars through the federal government. Let me know if I'm correct. So this is from 3 years ago. Ford Motor Company is cutting hundreds of jobs in Oakville. So death to the private sector. Ford layoffs in Oakville. Is this the same plant that Trudeau was out there stating that this right here is going to become now a basically government facility to make electric cars. Is it the same plant? Comment below, let me know. Canadian government attack on private sector, more tax hikes, 23% by 2020, 50 years ago. And Western economies dangerously dependent on real estate, not enough private sector jobs. Private versus public sector jobs. Canadian interest rates were raised on junk employment data. So they raised interest rates 4 years ago, 5 years ago, if you guys remember, to hedge against inflation. And what happened? People started defaulting immediately, so they had to pull the trigger on the you-know-what to stabilize things. So there it is right there. But the jobs that were created, let's go back, were all government jobs in Canada. Nearly 9 out of 10 Canada jobs created in 2020, 2021 were public sector for the government. And it goes on to say, after Canada experienced record-breaking job growth last year, as the economy rebounded from, you know what, the pandemic, employment during the pandemic was hiring the public sector, not private sector. So mom and pop's businesses are pretty much getting wiped out in Canada. When StatsCan published a labor force survey after the end of 2021, we talked about this and we even made a report about this. It showed the record increase in job growth, but new Fraser Institute report comparing government to private sector job growth and released earlier this month, between February 20 and July 2022, jobs in the government increased 9.4%, making up the vast majority of that growth. That private sector saw relatively flat job growths at 0.4%. The report finds, including self-employment, more than 86% of all new jobs created in Canada during that time period were public sector. So there's substantially more jobs in the government sector now than there ever were at the outset of the pandemic, and there are essentially no more jobs in the private sector, said Ben Issin, the study author of Fraser Institute's senior fellow. So basically, here it is. So the government added 366,000 jobs, and so this is what's happening here, folks. And this is something that we've been very vocal about on this channel. This is something I've been extremely vocal about on this channel for years now, that the public sector is getting too big. The government is getting too big. Now, let's look at the state of Illinois. Now, in Illinois, I think they have 5 layers of government, or if it's 4. I think New York has 5 layers of government. So what they're doing is they're building their economy, or their economies are becoming too dependent on public sector workforce. I should make a video about that before someone steals that idea. But this is what's happening. Economies are becoming too dependent. Let me write that down, because this might be a headline for the future. Economies too dependent on public sector. And that's becoming a major problem. When people think, oh, they're creating all these great jobs, Mike, this is so good, Mike. The government's coming out and making these jobs. But where's the government getting that money to make the jobs? Government doesn't make any money. It taxes us. It taxes the lower class. It taxes the poor. The rich, the ultra elite rich don't pay any tax. I remember I was covering a story for you guys back in 2014 where all these $1 million homes, they're not mansions, $1 million homes in Vancouver that are owned by foreign investors who are collecting welfare, living in these homes because they have an annual income of $0. I'm not kidding. I am not kidding. They were collecting welfare for years because their annual income was $0 and they're living in these multi-million dollar homes, not mansions, just regular homes, but they pay $3-4 million for it, and they were collecting welfare. So this is becoming, so let's go to some of your comments here. Let's go back to the comments here. We got Dwayne in the house. How you doing, buddy? We got Billy T in the house. How you doing, buddy? Then Dwayne saying, fine, don't say hi. And then getting a government job, mate, says hi as it says. I said, nope. I'm restocking my store, organizing, hopefully to get a good year in. And then I got Gundams and models. I cleared out a section here for that. What else? Okay, government itself is a political organization devoted to staying in power, says James Barry. And then we got Good Morning Mike from Canadian Stacker. Who else is here? Um, Happy New Year, my brother Mike. Martins and everyone. Good to see you. Everyone in Cheers. Thank you, Mike. You were on YouTube, says Elizabeth. Yeah, we got to stay on YouTube because we need to be on this platform to kind of get people over to other platforms so they can see what's going on. Don't forget to join us on Mike of the Night. Oprah. So, we got to get Lord Humongous on the next Mike of the Night. He's being very vocal in the comments right now as we are speaking, right? But we're going to start doing a solution show maybe once every other month or once a month. We're going to go for the over the headline news, what's happening, and we need to start talking solutions. We need to get people on the show to start really talking solutions. I know. People like Lord Humongous says, Mike, we already talked about this. We need sound money. We need a transit currency. We need something. It's got to be minted, not printed. I get that. We know that. We have to find a way to lead to that, right? So we need to find a way to lead ourselves to that, right? So someone's saying it's crypto, bro. True, massive action, 2023, new beginnings. Yeah, there's something is going to have to happen. And last night I was on live on Uneducated Economist channel. And, well, it wasn't live. He recorded it, but he's going to upload it hopefully today or tomorrow. Or maybe Sunday, he said. And he basically, I told him, he asked me, what do I see happening? And I said, something's going to come down. The facade's going to come down. The walls are going to come down. The blurred vision, the deliriousness, the borealis will come in view. Everyone will see it. Everybody will see it at the same time, right? Everybody will see it. Everybody will catch it. Everybody will at once. I think it's going to happen like unilaterally. We're unified seeing of things, and people will just wake up, and the delusion and all the lies and all the crap that's been spewing for all these years will come like debts are going to be like, and I said before that if they believe, or if you or anybody that believes in the same God that I believe in, you know as well as I do that debts are going to have to be paid, right? So hopefully a big channel could take that too and run with it and be a hero, because that's usually what happens here. But yeah, I just wanted to put that there. Buy Brazil Real, says Lord Humongous. Justin, it's a good idea, crypto, but those already made money. It's already received. Maybe it's a scam too. I don't know. I live maybe 2 hours from the U.S. border. If I go straight south, there's a border crossing here closer to me, like maybe less than, I don't know. I'm going to go once they start lifting all this crap, because no one's buying it anymore, right? Nobody is buying any of this anymore. So it's time to kind of move on, type of thing. And I think it's going to happen. I think this summer, I was telling Simon there, an Uneducated Economist, basically that it's going to start coming, it's going to fall apart, right? So we got Silent Walk in the house. So Richard is saying, I'm going broke. Everyone's feeling it, buddy. It's not just you. Luckily I had a decent year end and a decent year-end Christmas. I cleared out this whole section here. Managed to clear out a bit, and that's shelf there. So I'm going to diversify in models and Gundams and, other little things. And my board games are doing well. I'm getting a lot of people from out of town coming in and supporting me. I got to find a way or launch a campaign locally here in town that when you buy local, you keep local type of thing. Because the problem I'm having, well, what people need to realize is that when people buy something from me, I'm not getting rich. I'm just paying tax and taking that money and paying my property tax or paying my groceries here. So people need to understand that when they support me here, they actually support the community, because in turn, I take that money to pay my $4,000 property tax. So it's this vicious cycle that we're in, that it's this enslavement, modern day enslavement. Mike, did you see Miss EI Salvador's Bitcoin dress for Miss Universe? No. I know we talked about in El Salvador, I think they were using Bitcoin as a currency. We did that on Mike in the Night. I think it was in 2020 or 2020, 2019. I can't remember, but we did cover that in depth. I think it was in San Salvador. They were issuing a crypto, like a crypto or Bitcoin or something, as the way of currency, or the currency that they use there, right? And they're making it work somehow. So we did cover that. I remember that. But yeah, her dress was amazing. Start posting TikTok to promote your store. I made a TikTok account, but I don't know. I just didn't. I don't know. I just wasn't interested, And then that's when I took that. I don't even think. I don't know if I have that anymore. Then I took down my Twitter back then. Never bothered. Went back to Twitter now, and it's good to see that it's open and people are freely speaking, which is really nice. But I could arguably say that us here on this platform, on this channel, all these years, we've been freely discussing what we had to on Odyssey and other platforms, but we were warning people. We were warning people of the upcoming change. We were warning people. A lot of us were. We were on here, people watching the videos, people commenting, people, discussing. We started to realize that, something big is coming down the pipeline, because we can't sustain this BS, governance we're having, right? We got D. Trent in the house. We got BC in the Matrix in the house. We got Guido87 say, hey, Mike, people suddenly dying all over. We need to pay high carbon taxes now to stop this. Yeah, we've been covering that. That's a Mike in the Night thing, right? So I can't talk about that on here after 15 suspensions on YouTube. I need to keep YouTube going so we could find a way to get people over to the real place. Now, let's talking about the real place. Here it is, folks. Guys, if you want to join us this Saturday, Mike in the Night, Let's Fix This World Solution call-in show. Without violence, let's talk a way to lead our way to, we got to lead our way to a solution somehow. We need to talk it through. We need to figure it out. That's going to be live tomorrow, Saturday at 7 p.m. Pacific time, if you guys could join us. So there is the episode right there. The chat's wide open right now. And we're going to be live tomorrow at 7 p.m. regular hours, Mike in the Night. And we need to talk more solutions here. We need to find out. Yesterday, I was on Uneducated Economist. So if you guys, he'll put up the video in the next day or two, if you guys want to check it out. I was on Uneducated Economist, made an appearance on his channel. It was a long appearance. I think we talked for an hour and a half. So there it is right there, Uneducated Economist, and very happy to touch base again with Simon. We'll be seeing him more on Mike of the Night with political views. And then we got nearly 9 out of 10 Canada jobs created in 2020 and 2021 were public sector. Now, you guys have heard me on here like a broken record that the government is basically taking over. Canada's become completely unrecognizable, and it's become a country of where it's so heavily dependent on public sector jobs. And this is what we talked about there. So there it is right there. We've been talking about, I want to ask people watching this now that are tuning in, death to the private sector. Ford layoffs in Oakville, Ontario say hello to federalization. Is this the Ford plant that a couple of weeks ago Trudeau was up there saying that we're going to turn this plant into a battery or an electric car plant? Is this the same place where the private sector was getting off, and now they say hello to federalization? So basically now, is this the same plant? I'm asking you guys, where they're doing the electric cars now, the Oakville plant, Ford Oakville plant. Is this the one where Justin Trudeau went to boast? I'd like to know in the comments if I'm right about this, because look how dead on we are. Say hello to federalization if it's the same plant. Wow. So, World Economic Forum working to disarm private sector tonight on Mike of the Night. 7 months. So that was a while back, but that was 3 years ago. So I'm wondering if it's the same one. Billy T says yes, it is the same plant. Oh my lord. Wow. I've delivered to the Ford plant. I know Ford plant's in Oshawa. Okay, so this is what I'm saying to you guys. So, death to the private sector. Okay, we know that. We already read that jobs are all government jobs. Ford layoffs in Oakville, Ontario. Okay? Say hello to federalization. So they're federalizing that today with an electric car plant as these companies in the private sector start to falter. Canadian government attack on private sector, more tax hikes, 23% by 2020. That's 5 years ago. And there it is right there. If you're a private sector, private citizen, you're going to be paying more taxes in Canada. Guys, I'm also on Rumble. Now, I will do a live stream once a week on Rumble. I could promise you, well, I could try as hard as I can because it's really hard when you have a bunch of kids. I could try to do a once a week live stream on Rumble. If I could surpass the followers I have on Odyssey, if I could surpass that on Rumble, I'll get a Rumble account, and which I had before, and see if they allow me to stream on there. All our backup shows here are on Rumble. So here it is. So this is last with uneducated economist Mike in the Night from 5 days ago. There it is right there. So if you guys want to join us, I'm trying to put all the Mike in the Nights up here for you guys to see. So I'm really trying my best to get this done. So they're all here. And if you guys would like to, if you would like to, you can. Follow me on here, and if there's more followers on here, I might start moving things. Start moving things around. But I did have $40 a month. I think it was $40 a month I was paying on Rumble for an account to allow me to stream. We did a few test streams. Everything was perfect, and then I got a Mike of the Nights. I got it really organized. I got it really. I don't know how to say it. I got it really ready to go. I got it. I was advertising it for a whole week in advance. Right? I was advertising it for King of the Dots in the house. How you doing, bud? Advertising it for a whole week in advance. Big live stream on Rumble, blah, blah, blah. That night comes. I'm ready to go. And they won't surrender me a stream key. Wasn't allowed to. They wouldn't allow me. I emailed them, then they refunded partial my month or whatever I paid for, and that's it. So I don't know what to do. So like I'm in that position, you know. Mike is almost famous. Mike almost famous at 20K. No, screw that. Screw that. I was like exploring my Facebook page, okay? Exploring my Facebook fan page because I'm trying to get this thing so they won't verify me. I emailed them again. If they could verify me on Facebook, please, because I am a person, and I am real. But unfortunately, okay, let me go to my profiles. There it is, Mike Martins, my fan page. Almost famous with 20,000 followers on YouTube. Watch this. Let's see if they don't hide the followers because they've been trying to do that on YouTube for a while. So right here, did you know? Listen to this. Did you know back in 2014, guys, I had 140K followers, 140,000 back in 2014. So YouTube was the only thing that didn't block me, right? Okay, thanks, Elizabeth. YouTube was the only thing that didn't block me, but nobody really sees my stuff. I post stuff here. Okay, that got 28 likes. That's unheard of. But I mean, I nobody sees, like, I got stuff on here that nobody, well, people are starting to see it. I guess. Okay, like that. See? Now this is a problem because this means the Taliban won't buy Hunter Biden's paintings for their presidential office in Afghanistan. This is not good news for the Biden family because they need to sell those Hunter Biden paintings to the Taliban. So there it is right there. So here's the deal right here, folks. Yeah, see, yeah, nothing gets seen. So you don't have to send more money, Elizabeth. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So There it is right there. So I've already hit the fame mark years ago. In 2014, I was at 140,000. 140,000 followers in 2014 or 2015, maybe around there. I remember. But now that everyone's leaving Facebook and all that crap, it's just, yeah. They are playing with your number, says Billy T. Oh, yeah, they have been. There's no way that people could pick up a lot of these word salads that we do on here, like bizarro word salads that we say on here from my little peanut brain, and then pick it up and some big person talks and I'm a hero. Look what I took from this guy. Nobody knows him anyway. Nobody knows this guy. No one's going to find it from him. So one day people will be finding stuff from me and finding what it is we've been saying on here, you know? Yeah, the Greedo says shadow banned. Yeah. So I was already at 140,000 like back then. But you know what it was? Because I was linked to my original YouTube profile, that the YouTube account that got taken down in 2012. I think it was 2013, 2012 got taken down. Right? So, anyways, yeah, the government jobs are getting bigger. They're pretty much, and the problem with government jobs is when the price of things go up, the government jobs, they start getting a little bit of raises, getting up there with it. You know, there's some police that I know of that are making $130,000, $140,000, $170,000 a year. So they could afford a 2-bedroom shack here, or you know what I mean, right? So wages and incomes are not tied to real estate in Canada for years. And that's what I was preaching about on Uneducated Economist. I was very heavily preaching that on its channel. And that's become a major issue for us here in the great white short. I call it the great white short because our banking system is not in check. It's really bad. I will, Mike. I can. My homie too, bro, Mike. I will when I can. Yeah, no, guys, don't send me. Don't. I'm doing okay, guys. I'm paying some bills. I'm moving ahead. Got to keep the channel alive. Yeah. Go make money in crypto and move to Puerto Rico. Yeah, I'll move to San Juan. I have no problems with San Juan. And yeah, get out of this whole cesspool of weirdness we're living in. You know, and that's been oh yeah, nice coffee in the morning. Look at that. I got my Islander shirt on this morning. Mike, you're staying in Canada in the cold? Actually, to be honest with you guys, it's like 8 degrees outside. It's really nice. It's been, this whole week has been above zero. It's been like 50s, 50s, 60s. It's been okay this whole week. Today's going to reach a high of, I think, of 10. So I'm not worried. Like, I mean, you get a couple of, and then we get an early spring and, yeah. Oh, the snow melted. I'll show you guys. The snow is melting everywhere. It's ice everywhere, and it's just warm and warm. Warm outside. They get this for you guys here. Look, it's all melting. You see the water on the street? It's all melting. It's all water. You can see the top of the mountains now. And oh, look, it's Jaguar. How you doing, Jaguar? Are you doing okay? Oh, I'm talking to him. Yeah. So yeah. I don't know. My lady looked at me like I had something growing out of my head. So there it is, right there. Really nice, really nice day out here today. What's up, Jaguar? You doing okay? Guys, this is Jaguar. Uh-oh, he's got something. What is it? What is it? He's got to show us something here. What is it? Nothing? Well, he's speechless. Hey, I'll be open. Give me a few seconds here. I'll open, bud. Yeah, give me a few minutes here. I'll open. Was that you at the door earlier? Trying to get in? That wasn't you? All right. Give me a few seconds here. I'm just going to get everything open here. So, guys, that is Jaguar. Yeah, that's Jaguar Raves. He's the guy, if you've ever been to Merritt, that dances up on the hill, blasting his music, and he dances up on the hill. And So it's kind of weird. I'm just thinking about. I was talking to Jaguar, and this reminds me of when I lived in Vancouver. You're talking to somebody, and then some woman looks at you like, "Excuse me, you talking to me?" I'm like, "No, no, I'm talking to him." Then they look. Then they turn their head like, like, like I don't know. Like I don't know. I just so happy I'm with the wife I have today. Extremely grateful. Extremely happy. Very happy man. Woo! So, yeah. Anyways, let me know what you guys are up to there in the comments. I got Jaguar outside. Jaguar is outside. So he's outside. I don't know why he's here so early. He knows I open at 11. But it is nice out. It is nice out. Let me see outside. Yeah, it is a very nice day outside. And from PEI, where the pilot gun grab program begins, well, they're going to have to disarm Canadians, because once there's too much accountability on the table, and I believe, and I said this in videos, that they will not have another federal election in Canada because there's just too much accountability. And the only way they could have another federal election in Canada is if they pass a law or a bill that that the next administration won't investigate the previous administration. You know what I'm saying? So that is something that they may do, something that they might do. That's just my opinion. Lord Humongous says we need another cold snap. No, we don't. I don't need another cold snap. He needs a party in the hill. Community summer barbecue. Yeah, Lord Humongous needs another cold snap. Yes. But we don't need one. I don't need one. I don't want one. Move to Canada, Lord. Pay all the taxes up here, and then healthcare is like on the ropes here, and there's nowhere, Lisa Marie Presley heart attack. Yeah, lots happening, folks. That we've covered that on Mike in the Night for you guys. We will be covering that for you guys. I promise. What else is going on? I don't know. I just want to get you guys all prepped and ready for tomorrow night, Mike in the Night, 7 p.m. We'll get some guests on like we always do. And, yeah, Jaguar. Yeah, Jaguar's outside, man. So I'm going to kind of do this all over again for you guys. If you guys don't mind, Mike in the Night ready, slotted for tomorrow in one day. There it is right there. Mike in the Night if you guys want to join and be part of the channel. And Uneducated Economists will be putting up a video in the next 2 days of our discussion that we had. And we covered today 9 out of 10 jobs created in 2020, 2021 were in the public sector, says report. And we've been talking about the private sector being under attack for many years now. So this 5 years ago there, 5 years ago there, and 4 years ago. So it's something that I've been noticing. And then talking about guns, WEF working to disarm private sector tonight on Mike in the Night 7 months ago. So this is something we've been really vocal about and so. And guys, if I could get my Rumble numbers up to surpass my Odyssey numbers, I'll start doing more live streams on Rumble. I'll have to purchase an account on Rumble to do that, which I did before. And unfortunately, so go to Rumble, just type in Mike Martin's channel, you'll find me. If you guys care to see me on there instead, it's up to you guys. I could figure something out with my timetable. Anyways, guys, I just want to say thank you for being part of the channel and liking and subscribing and sharing and commenting. And I'll see you guys on the flip side. I'm going to let Jaguar inside and see what his story is today. And we will, I'll see you guys. I'm here at the shop till 6 p.m. because it's Friday. So if you want to come to the store and see me, I'll be here till 6 o'clock on Friday tonight, okay? I'll see you guys. Mike Martin's here. I have spoken.